What is up, guys? Dave London coming at you from Queens, New York. Today it's kind of a little bit later than usual. Holy shit, it's actually almost 11, so I guess it's technically.
It'll be 11 again in a little while.
Yeah, so
Daylight savings time.
I'm Avon Doom,
I'm Billy Bombs.
and we are Mutant Metal Maniacs, and we are here, and today we're going to talk about I guess Star Trek Discovery in general.
The Star Trek Plagiarism.
Plagiarism. That's how.
Yeah,
That's
no,
how
I have to call it that because it's not the first time they've done it. That's why we're going to talk about it.
Yeah, so
Plagiarism is fucking horrendous with fucking Star Trek.
Of course. So, like, I've already made a video previously reviewing the season 1, episode 1 of Discovery. I watched it. It's pretty good.
It's a good video. It's without me, so I'm a little hurt.
yeah.
But here's the thing. He brought up earlier today, he goes, yo, did you hear some news about some guy making a video game of Star Trek on Steam, is it?
Yeah, it was Steam.
I don't know. And I was like, does that have something to do with bugs that go into interstellar space or whatever? And he's like, yeah, how'd you know? And I was like, oh, I was reading about plagiarism in Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah. So
and now we can't find any of that, so we're doing a video on it.
Yeah, so basically what happened is as far... I posted my video, and then someone mentioned plagiarism. I was like, what are they talking about?
So he talks about a whole video game.
Yeah.
So thank you to the subscriber who sent that to us, and now we know something new. But it was funny that I was reading it earlier today, but I didn't make nothing of it because DS9 did the same thing to Babylon 5.
Yeah. This is the thing. Like, there's a lot from what I've read. It's a Steam game called Tardigrade. The guy's been in development since like 2014. And the guy I guess he watched Discovery and said, "Wow, this is exactly the same thing as my game." The similarities are really weird. The problem that I have is that a lot of the comments that I'm reading are like people are like either calling the guy trying to call the guy a bullshit artist because he's trying to get his game popular. It's been out for like 3 years already. It's not that big of a deal. I don't like the similarities are really odd in terms of one, they use a tardigrade to travel the cosmos. That's the whole basis of the game that he created 3 years ago. And if you watch Star Trek Discovery, I've watched all the episodes that are out so far, and it's exactly the same thing. I mean, they literally travel the cosmos with a giant, humongous tardigrade.
Well, let me listen. Here's my side from what I've read before Abe even brought this up. And this is just random. I just thought it was some BS where they talk about this takes place 10 years before the original series, and they talk about riding on some bugs back across the universe. And I was confused because if this is quick travel, how come it wasn't mentioned in other stuff later on? I think the people in the Delta Quadrant, i.e., was it the Voyagers in Delta Quadrant?
I think so. Yeah.
Either way, it's not the one where the Dominion is. The fact that I know that, they're in a different quadrant that they need to jump across the universe to get back home, and that weirds me out because then I saw some of the people who wrote on it because they said that maybe the ship was the only one that could do that, and it was destroyed in the Klingon War, which would make sense, but you're kind of foreshadowing the whole show's ending.
Yeah, but that's true. That's actually
you're really doing a lot of foreshadowing.
It doesn't make sense unless maybe somebody out there can mention it. But I've never heard any Star Trek ever mention anything about a ship that could travel instantaneously across the universe.
Well, what year was that game put out?
He literally started development in 2014, and then May 2014 or something like that. And then Star Trek Discovery was announced 2015 in November or something.
No, but hold on. When was this game be able to be played to the public?
I'm not sure.
That's the hard part because you can develop whatever you want.
Yeah,
but if you're keeping it under wraps, you never know who came up with who.
No, but he had, from what I saw, he had an open vlog, a whole forum dedicated to the game from when he had everything, stage 1, stage 2, stage 3. It's not oh, there's no documentation. It's not I thought about this before. You know what I'm saying? It's all really he documented the fuck out of it.
And here's the problem we have with it. We're big Star Trek fans, and I'm not watching Discovery right now because everybody's a little bit too hot-headed for me on the show so far.
Yeah.
And I don't like the way the Klingons look. That's like a big problem for me because I'm really confused. For 10 years and then another 40 years later, they don't look different on the Next Generation. I'm a combo guy, if you can't tell. Like, I'm really into continuity.
Yeah,
like
man.
keeping it like going.
You gotta keep it consistent.
And I love the Klingons look, everything in Next Generation, everything on. But evolution doesn't create that so quickly.
Yeah.
It takes thousands upon thousands of years to do stuff. 10 years, 40 years, 50 years. You gotta. That doesn't happen. We're not slow. We're not 24-hour cycle creatures. We're hundreds of years creatures. Like we even talk about like some characters being around 100 some odd years.
Yeah.
Like somebody's parents being around in another series.
Well, I think Vulcans last like a long. I forgot how long they live. They live like
but the thing is, though, Vulcans and Romulans can't be in both fucking series.
Yeah, like,
and then be in the fucking Dominion War.
Like I mentioned this in the video I posted like previously, right? Like it takes place 10 years before the original series. The Klingons in the original series look absolutely nothing, like not even close to what the Klingons in the original series look like.
Okay.
Worf explains either in the Next Generation or Deep Space Nine.
Deep Space Nine, where they go back in time.
Yeah, why?
Which is a really good episode.
That's right.
It's a fun episode. Yeah,
I was trying to figure out what it was. Yeah, it was when they go back in time to the to the original Enterprise. Yes,
and they get all excited. Like, what's the name of the captain of Deep Space Nine? I'm having a brain fart.
Oh, Cisco.
Cisco's like, I'm so
happy.
He's so excited. He's so much fun as a captain.
Yeah.
But there's also other issues with it because 2 or 3 years before Babylon 5 was released, he was pitching this idea everywhere, and at the same time Babylon 5 came out, Deep Space Nine came out. Listen, they're not exactly the same story, but the idea of a show based around one.
That was when he was shopping like
J. Michael Straczynski, the greatest Spider-Man writer of all time.
Yeah, and then he went up to like whoever it was to do this, and then miraculously like a year or two later, okay, yeah, we have Deep Space Nine. It's a space station where everybody lives and everybody does trade. And that's
Sinclair is the captain of the Babylon 5.
Yeah,
and what's the name of the captain on Deep Space Nine again? Cisco.
Captain Jake. No, Jake is his son. I forgot his first name.
Cisco.
Captain Cisco.
Captain Cisco and Sinclair.
Yeah. It's
a brash station officer.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
A female lead that controls the whole station.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah, I mean,
great character
and then there's like a
Shadow Wars.
I was gonna say
Dominion
there's a giant war. Exactly. It's like the same exact thing.
Man.
I mean, I don't know what I like better. I don't know what I like better, like Babylon 5 or Deep Space Nine. I like them so.
I'm happy for both
so much.
I'm very much that kind of guy.
I mean, Babylon 5, I don't know, it might be a little bit better just because it's a story that literally is for like. He wrote from year 1 to year 5, like all.
Well, and there's a lot of shows that are really good the first 5 years. You only write 5 years of story.
Yeah.
3 to 5, but Babylon 5 had some time travel. The first Shadow War where Sinclair returns, steals the ship. They go back in time. Oh wait, it's like the original series. Do you say something?
Oh yeah, stop. Yeah, there's so many similarities. It's fucking ridiculous. I mean, whatever. I don't care because I love both shows. Like, so it doesn't matter to me.
We're like, in the idea that you can never have enough sci-fi.
Yeah, from what I was reading, it was like J. Michael Straczynski didn't really make a big deal out of it because he knew like it was a big thing that they did a lot back then. probably still do.
Well, we just figured out Star Trek Discovery.
Yeah. In Hollywood,
Discovery part, discovering other ideas,
other people's ideas.
You want to make a game out of our show?
Well, yeah. Look at the Wachowski brothers with the Matrix. So fucking yeah.
Whatever do you mean?
And he knew, he literally like he knew that was like a common practice, and he was like he knew that like my career, I'm not gonna ruin my career just because of that. I already have a good show. I'm pretty sure that was after he had already done his run of Spider-Man.
No, this is years before.
It's really okay.
He just wrote TV shows before.
Oh,
yeah, that was his first show that he was like he wrote all the scripts. Great character.
So then maybe So that okay, all right, then that makes sense. Yeah, he probably was just like fuck it, whatever.
Oh man,
this guy
totally broke my brain.
What?
The Kardashians, Jakar and his people, the Narn. with Lando
Lando,
Calrissian.
Lando Calrissian?
No, sorry.
Really? Lando Calrissian?
La-
Yes! That's amazing!
Lando
Somebody
Malari.
has to fucking make that. Lando Calrissian, Colt 45, works every time.
The best that your car can have.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah, but what was Lando's people's name? The Centauri.
Was that the Centauri?
Centauri.
Yeah, because I think
Kardashian or whatever.
Kardashian. You always say Kardashian.
Either way, they all freaks to me. And what's the Kardashians have a beef?
He likes a lot of reality shows.
No, I don't. I miss Jersey Shore.
um,
What was who the Kardashians had war with? Wasn't it this girl's people?
She
ship?
was in the Maquis. Oh my God, how could
you see what I mean?
It's
the Bajoran.
Yeah,
the Maquis was the pirates.
Yes. It's a lot. Yeah,
much.
I know. Yeah, it's a lot.
But
like if there's a lot of similarities.
The only thing that beats us all out is Farscape. But still,
oh my God, stop. But we're going on a fandom tangent. But this, I mean, I like. In a way, I'm kind of happy that happened because we have two really, really fucking amazing shows.
Oh, you like how Deep Space Nine ended?
Don't tell me, man. Stop.
Did you finish watching it?
Stop. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
What are you?
I don't want to talk about it.
Is it on Netflix though?
It definitely is still on Netflix.
You better finish watching it.
I gotta rewatch that fucking shit.
No,
man.
You gotta finish watching it. Every like 10 years, I'll rewatch all of Babylon 5. I'm almost on the 10-year mark to watch.
I have to rewatch Babylon 5. I think I've run through like 2, maybe 3 times. I'm not sure.
Of what?
Of Babylon 5.
Yeah, well, we got all the seasons. All we're missing is the Crusades.
Yes. Yeah, the films. Like
the film. Crusade was the show after the last film.
Oh.
When the shadows left a gift.
That's right. Earth. Yeah. Holy shit. Oh my God, it's so good. Anyways, so the guy, like the developer of the game, so to get back to it, the developer of the game made a post, I think like on his blog, and it's not even a long post. It's like, he's like, I don't even know how to start off like with this, so he takes like some screenshots, like GIFs like the tardigrade in the game to the tardigrade in Discovery.
Yeah, they didn't even change the color.
Yeah, it's like, it looks like it's still blue. It's blue. Ridiculous. People and then there's another one where like a lot of the characters are really similar. Perfect example. People are saying like this is not like, it's just a coincidence, but one of the characters in the show Star Trek Discovery is played by a guy who everybody's gonna know because of the Kevin Spacey guy. It's the guy that came out and was like,
Kevin Spacey.
Yeah, that he raped him or whatever, sexually assaulted or whatever it was.
Kevin Spacey's a piece of shit regardless. They finally called Kaiser Soze.
He's like he's the guy that kind of developed the technology, right, for the Discovery. He is in a relationship with the doctor of Discovery. They're in a relationship together. If you look at the characters with the same thing, the lava, it's exactly the same looking characters in the game. The only difference is that in the game, they live on distant planets and they're having like a long distance relationship. But in Star Trek Discovery, in the first episode where you see him, he's talking to his supposedly best friend who's on another planet. And the way they're speaking to each other I just did not see friends. It felt like they were lovers as well. And it's exactly the same fucking thing. I understand, like, it can be a coincidence. It just feels like they swapped it, but it's really, really close. And the doctor looks just like one of the guys in the Tardigrade game, and the blonde guy, I forgot his name, looks exactly like that character in Tardigrade. Like, it's really, really weird, or at least really, really, really similar. Can it be a coincidence? Yes. I don't know if it is a coincidence. It can be, but to miraculously use the same random creature, like, to travel the cosmos instantaneously?
Yeah, it's insane.
Yeah, like that's...
Well, here's the thing. Also, a big problem is you can't go and find these articles online. They're complaining about it because Star Trek and CBS will fight you on this and kick you off the internet. You never know if this video of us complaining will totally be demonetized. Not that we have enough
No,
views for that, but the thing is, though, for them to say a subject or we're attacking one of their subjects, you know what I mean? Like, which ain't cool. You're kind of like, you got caught red-handed, and you're like, oh, let's just kill the source.
Honestly, it's funny because
I just offer that guy money.
I can't find it anywhere.
Yeah,
like when
I read it earlier today. It's like DNA info. It's gone.
Yeah, I googled it, and I think the only thing that I found was a Reddit post. It was like a Reddit. That's it. That's the only thing that I found. It was a Reddit post. There was nothing else.
I randomly saw that online, and because I'm so used to people accusing each other of other stuff, that I didn't even think twice of it. But he told me somebody wrote on the video, so I was like, oh wait, I guess that was something.
Yeah.
I felt kind of stupid.
Yeah.
But thanks to that guy,
he legit linked me right straight to the guy's post. Like it's like a little like a blog type.
Was he like Rick, or just showing you evidence? I'm here to show you secrets. Look at the way I'm dressed.
Yeah, he gave me a link to the Szechuan sauce.
Yo, I swear to God, if I see one more guy screaming on like anything, like on furniture, we're gonna knock his legs out, knock his teeth out. Well, let's wrap this up before we get insane about it.
Well, before we wrap up though, like this is something that like should be like getting coverage, and I don't like literally. I've only seen one guy talk about it, Mundane Matt. That's the only guy that I've talk about it. That I occasionally watch his stuff. He's the only one, and he made a video about it 2 weeks ago. But nobody's talking about it. No, everyone is so wrapped up in like, oh, the whole SJW like Star Trek thing.
Yo,
like
listen,
everyone's complaining
about Star Trek.
It.
Yo, let's be honest. Back in the day, in Star Trek Next Generation, the men wore skirts too.
Yeah.
Listen, it's Star Trek. Gene Roddenberry's vision is the future is a lot better than most of us think. My only problem is that like the character, they're either making you really hate the character of Michael, or they really love her. And here's the thing: I really like she's not going to be the captain because like on any of the shows, even if this did last 10 years, because she's always too headstrong that she keeps putting herself in trouble. Yeah. And I don't like that. Also, because if somebody grew up in Vulcan life, even though they're from Earth, would even Captain Kirk didn't throw people's lives away like that.
Yeah,
and take chances.
I mean, it's pretty dope because like you see what happens after. Like everybody hates her because she started the Klingon War. Okay. Yeah, it's actually pretty sick.
Yeah, like, I only watched episode 1, like, and I was like, "This is too headstrong." But you know what? If that's the reason why, and her character development gets better,
she literally, in the next episode, like in the next like 2 episodes or 3 episodes, it starts off her like she's in jail, she's in prison. Like they're like, which is cool. Like I liked it.
There's gotta be some results for like causing a war.
Yeah. I'm gonna probably review the other episodes.
Yeah, you do that, man. I'll be taking a nap, but like
more than likely, yeah.
Some old.
No, but I mean, like it. If it's like the thing is, can it be a coincidence? Yes. I don't know if it really is. I don't think so, especially because Star Trek has a history of doing this. So I mean, it might not, be, but it might not be. It might not be the same people. Obviously, like that shit was 20-something years ago, right?
Yeah, but it's the same model.
Yeah, so like it's not like they don't have a history of doing this already. They've already done it once, and it looks like they've done it twice. And I think the guy can make like.
About, though. What? It's like those dudes who tried to rip up our gimmick. Or Mutant Metal Maniac.
Yeah.
You remember what happened to those other dudes? No, the suburban punk glue guys, whatever they were called.
What? Oh my! I don't remember what you're talking about right now.
Don't steal a fucking gimmick, you fucking shit.
I don't know why. I don't remember. I'm lost. I'm like a senile old man right now.
No, I know. Those kids from Gowanus. Like, oh, we're mutants too. Nah.
Who's a mutant?
Copyright infringement. The lowest
the lowest of the low. Listen to Casey Jones, man. This is a perfect fucking example to fucking listen to your hero, Casey Jones. Lowest of the low. Don't fuck around. So, I mean, I don't know. Take a look at it. Like, if you can find anything about it.
Watch the show. Yes. But somehow that dude who came up with all those ideas deserves to be compensated for it.
Yeah.
Because listen, you could have a great idea that'd be great for a show that they never could use. You know, not everybody can be the Orville.
Yeah, which is a great show. We're going to make a video about that.
Actually. We love you, Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm going to keep an eye on that. Like, what happens with that. I want to see if I want to see if it becomes a thing, because if the guy gets enough support, like, because people can start reading it and be like, "Yo, what the fuck?" And people are gonna look like research it and find out shit. Like I said, there's like a very obvious record. Like I was looking at all of his updates from 3 years ago, before before Star Trek Discovery was even announced, before it started development, before everything. So, I mean, like, how can you possibly deny that? It's and the argumentation from each side is like a little bit silly. There's like some people that hate the guy who made the video, um, and it feels like they're just hating on. They're just like, oh, it's bullshit because I hate this guy. I don't believe anything he says. And then other people that are like fighting it so hard, like if they have a stake in it. It's really odd. I don't understand. I really don't understand it.
I think
But some people
Star
are
Trek
like that.
fan that likes a good show
Mhm.
has a stake in it because you don't want the show to be canceled.
Yeah, that's
And
true.
that's
That's
why.
true. Yeah.
You know what? I don't think that was it. Enterprise is the last one that nobody really liked.
Yeah, I
The
know, I
last
didn't
good
like
show
it.
was Voyager.
Voyager was the last good one. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mentioned it before. I could
As
not
long as
stomach watching
Discovery doesn't
Enterprise.
become an alternate universe, because I already got 2 Star Trek universes.
Yeah, the
I got the
movies.
movies and I got the original.
Yeah.
The original has their own movie that doesn't count. So now no more.
So,
We're done.
I don't
We're
mind
done.
the movies, but I mean, I keep it like that. It's the same thing with the Marvel movies. Different universes. That's why I don't have a problem with comic book movies anymore, because I learned to just completely separate it as two completely different universes, separate places. That's it. Like, unless they're gonna make shitty comic books that revolve around the movies.
Which they do, but like, well, that's
I'm
another
sure.
episode.
Yeah, but that's
But in
something
other
completely
words,
altogether.
every time we see the Klingons on TV, all I have to yell is "Die Chuck."
Oh, what is your opinion on that?
What?
Like the Klingons?
I don't like the way they look because they look like the characters from Enemy Mine. They look like Lugasis Jr.'s character from Enemy Mine.
I can see what you're saying.
Yeah, and
I
it's
think
too much evolution in such a short time.
I think
And
that
the thing is, though, I love them with when they were just like when they're like, "Do you agree? Do you not agree?" Like, like, come on, man, that's the best. Or they turn their back to you.
They're so good.
You know what the thing is, though? I love the Klingons, and to change them so drastically, like when they start looking like amphibians instead of more like
that's why I was saying they
bothered me.
look too much like Cardassians in a way to me.
No, they look like
It's weird.
Diplodocus.
It doesn't make
I don't
sense.
know what the hell they're called. Those ones that like they stand on their hind legs and they have like a little shell right here. It's like the dinosaurs I'm talking about. It's like too quick of an evolution.
Yeah. Like that's just a continuity thing. That doesn't make any sense to me. I don't fucking understand that.
But
shit
let's just skip on that one because they said they'll explain it. I doubt that.
I don't think that completely. I made that assumption during the first episode, and as I watched the last 6 or 7 episodes, there's no like. There's no like.
There's a lot of go fuck yourself.
The Klingons are cool, like
no,
but that's because
they're tribes.
Klingons, like
it's we're gonna get matching Klingon tattoos because we love that.
It's
still, the Klingons are the best characters on the whole show,
man.
Because they're like Mongolian hordes.
Oh yeah, they're honorable.
But here's the thing, but they stick to honor. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And like,
it's just it's a sick culture, which is like dope. Like, but again, there's also some things that don't make sense too. Like in the first episode or the second episode, when or like whatever episode it is, I forget. But when you keep watching, they start killing off the Klingons. But the group of Klingons that you see, right? They're like really religious, so maybe this is why. But they take the bodies of the dead Klingons and they shoot them out into space, and then they become a part of the ship.
Yeah, I know, they're really creepy. It's sick. Like, some of them are thousands of years old, and some of them are days old.
Yeah. But the thing is that doesn't make any sense to me, because if you've been watching Star Trek for a while, you realize, I don't know, like it's hundreds of years later, right? So it might have changed, but
it's 10 years later, and then 50 years later.
But that's what I'm saying. It's like it's a much later on, right?
Yeah.
So it might have changed, but if you watch The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, when the Klingons die, they don't want the body. There's a scene where one of the Klingons die, and you know how they scream? They all yell like when a Klingon dies, and they're like, "What do you want us to do with the body?" And then I forgot whoever was.
I think we found it.
No, they're just like do whatever you want with it. It's just a shell. It's useless. We don't need it. So it doesn't make any. That doesn't make sense to me either.
I think the religious part was too over the top at the beginning, and I'm starting to think the war is based on the fact that those are two religious ones. But if they start showing other Klingons, like other versions that are more close to the later ones, I'll get it. I'll get it.
Well,
These are just super religious.
The thing
ones.
with this one is it's cool because
the problem with super religious.
The ones that we know, the ones that we see in like that first episode are like super religious, and he wants to unite the houses with prophecy. So he actually gets all the 24 houses of the Klingon race who are all fighting each other together, and that's how the Klingon Wars start. Which is cool, but he's like super religious. I don't know if the rest of them are.
No, I don't think they all believe in. Oh man,
Kalis.
Kalis,
yeah, Stovacor, bro.
And he was like this tall.
Yeah.
I love that. I love all of them because they're like bad guys, good guys, whatever. They're just honorable people.
No,
except
dude,
when they turn
to fight, and everybody's
then
like,
who was the leader of the, and then Deep Space Nine when Worf didn't want to be the leader?
Man, I
Kalash? Was it Kalash?
Man, he was my Facebook profile picture for mad long. The fucking guy with the eyes, with the crazy eyes. I love him. Oh my god, he's the best. He's such an asshole.
All right, now we're going a little bit over.
All right, now we're going. Yeah, we're becoming fanboys. All right. So, anyways, so take a look. I'm gonna leave the link in the description for that blog post for the creator of Tardigrade. And I don't know. Make your own decision. Make your own decision. I'm gonna keep an eye on it, and I'm gonna see how it develops to see if it even develops at all, if it gains any traction. And
I made my Instagram public, so all you people can follow me.
Yeah. Billy Bomb's douchey fucking asshole.
It's just Billy Bombs now.
Okay, all right. You shouldn't have dropped the douche. You shouldn't have dropped the douche. It was good.
It was already copyrighted by some dude in Europe. No, this is a BillyBombs.eu for European Union.
Wait, why don't you just use a nug?
I have no nug.
Bro, you've been watching too much fucking Night Court, bro. Anyways.
Yeah. Albanian cab driver named Nug. Who there? Whatever.
Nug. Who's there? Or something like that.
Who's there?
Why did the chicken cross the road?
Alright, we're Mutant Metal Maniacs. I'm Billy Bomb.
I'm Abe Von Doom, and I'm cracking up.
We're out of here.
See you later.